President, distinguished colleagues, I'm Senator Anatasha and I stand to raise a petition under Order 40. A petition may only be presented to the Senate by a senator who shall affix his or her name at the beginning thereof. The petition is in my name against the President of the Nigerian Senate, His Excellency Senator Godswill Akpabio, for sexual harassment, abuse of office, and malicious obstruction of my legislative functions. You may recall, sir, that on Friday in Arise TV, I did make some statements. And I have decided to narrow these statements in a formal petition against the President of this Senate. So if it may please you, I would humbly step forward and lay this petition.
You may proceed.
This is in court now.
Distinguished colleagues, this petition is hereby referred to the Committee on Code of Conduct, Ethics and Public Petitions to revert to the Senate as soon as practicable.
If I had had these antecedent issues, and a lady had come out some years ago to say it boldly that this man had pushed me to the wall and even said unpleasant things to me because I would not yield. And we have another case.
Should Akpabio step down as Senate President?
From what we have seen so far, he's not competent to hold the Senate. He's not competent. In terms of, he does not do some reading. He does not even study to understand issues. He's using the fiat of power, this absolute power. You see, there's a terrain you want to follow if you want to follow leadership. You look at the axis of decisions. Look at the simple antecedents. Look at the information he's processing, the way he processes information, the way he solves problems. Problems are not only solved on the political basis, on sentimental basis, or basis of money. With time, we're going to see more of Akpabio. For me, he should be advised to resign, because I'm not sure the majority of Nigerians have confidence in him.
Let me drag you to River State, where currently the governor is battling with 48 hours to represent 2025 budget. We understand that Supreme Court have since dissolve the local government election that was held in that state, and that the Matramawule's led House of Assembly is the one that is recognized by the Constitution. And this have already set a stage for tribal crisis. It's just already saying, if you deprive rivers of resources, Nigeria will lose resources. What is your take?
My simple take is that, I'll be criticizing Tinubu. I'll be criticizing Tinubu that Buhari. That Buhari is better than Tinubu. But on this, I want to tell you what Tinubu have displayed now. Buhari is far better in terms of democracy than Tinubu. Because why do I say this? Let's go back to history. Under Buhari government, Amechi was a minister to Buhari, Minister of Transportation. Wike was governor then. And you know that Wike and Amechi was cataract then. But in all that Amechi tried to do
to take over Rivers,
did Buhari supported Wike, Amechi? The answer is no.
And the same thing played out in Edo State. The
same thing played. Buhari hold himself. Even Buhari have allowed Obaseki use his 4 years without intervening. But why is Tinubu doing this? If you belong to Tinubu camp, Tinubu government will use every available power to make sure that you win the case. That's why I'm in the best opinion that Nigeria have three arms of government: the executive, the judiciary, the legislature. But as I speak to you now, both in federal and in state, we only have the executive. Because the judiciary and the legislature are being protected by the executive, both in federal and in state. That's why President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, whoever he side, win in court. Whoever he side, the legislature go to the person's favor. Also the same thing in the state. Go and look at our state. As I speak to you, the judiciary, the legislature in each state, they are submitted to the executive, the governor. Is it better for our democracy? The answer is no.
Now let me take you on this. Because currently there is already tension in that state. You understand that Nigeria have already trod on this part before under Yaradua, with a situation where the military bombarded places in Niger Delta. Talking about Baramatu that was hard hit that time. And if care is not taken, we may return to that era. Do you fear for monumental waste of life and property?
No, but permit me to finish the first question you asked me. Because where I'm going to is that the way Tinubu is handling everything, for me, I'm shocked. I believe that he's mature more than this, but the way he's now behaving to us, he believes that he must get everything by all means. What am I saying in essence? You are trying to use, the Wike is using Tinubu by all means to fight this fight. Because without Bella Ahmed Tinubu, Wike cannot win fight. During his time, nobody win him as a governor. Why do you want to win a city governor? Now, if you are back to the question you just asked me, if you ask me, maybe Tinubu want to use his hand to scatter the country by himself. Because this crisis that is about to burst in Rivers State, if it bursts today, I want to tell you that many people will use this avenue to do what they want to do in Nigeria. Don't forget that Rivers State control almost 50 or to 60% of where our resources come from. And you think by removing Fubara, it's going to be an easy journey for them? Or as I speak to you now, all the old governor, former governor in Rivers State, they are all backing Fubara. All the old political gladiators in Rivers State, they are all backing Fubara. Because Wike want to be one man mopo in Rivers State. And no man is bigger than the state. No man is bigger than the state. Even Tinubu, that is Jagaban, that is grabbing the power and run away with it. Tinubu play his politics very well in Lagos State. He carried the elders along in Lagos State. But Wike want to do one man mopo. All the old politicians in Rivers State, no one agree with Wike. So why will Tinubu follow him and fighting the governor in Rivers State? I'm not saying that Fubara is 100% correct or wrong. But I'm saying that the way the federal government are joining hand with Wike to make sure they bring disaster to Rivers State, it should not be accepted. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, poor people, poor masses will suffer for it. As I speak to you, maybe probably right now, Fubara family have moved to abroad because they are preparing for the evil days. The politicians, they have moved their family to abroad.
I say where two elephant fight, grass to suffer.
Yes, of course. That is it. When two elephants fight, it is the ground that suffer it. So as it is this fight now, but Fubara said he will never agree. And the wicked camp too, they say as long as they have a Tinubu back. Don't forget that. That's why I'm saying that Buhari government is far better than this Tinubu.
So Buhari is a more Democrat.
Yes, than Tinubu. Look at what happened, the shenanigans they are doing in Lagos State. whereby Baba Sokpe, whatever Baba says is final. Obasa finally said that. Baba Sokpe, when Baba Sokpe, yeah, Baba has spoken. That is nobody utter what Baba has said. As I speak to you, Obasa is back to the House of Assembly in Lagos State now because Baba has spoken. So the same way Baba has spoken now, that whatever he say, he will be final in Rivers State. In Rivers State, yes. That wicked man must take over Rivers State because of his personal ambitions. So I'm telling you that all this thing is trying to do is trying to cause more commotion for him. But I know why President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing all this thing for the sake of 2027 election. But I think it's not the best way because I keep saying it that when we keep destroying our institution because of self-center, because of personal interest, it's a great danger to us. Because Tinubu, either 4 years or 8 years, he will come and go. Where is Buhari today? But the institution they have destroyed is part of the mess we are passing through today. Now that Tinubu is destroying all the institutions, the one that remains that the Buhari could not destroy, what will now left for us? As I speak to you now, go to any parasata now. If money not in your pocket, nobody is ready to attend to you. You get what I'm saying? Before now, if civil servant buy a car, civil servant will be afraid to take the car to the office. But as I speak to you, civil servant now, with boldness, they buy the latest car that even 5 years of their salary cannot buy. They will carry it to office. Nobody they checkmate them. Why? Because the head is corrupt. The difference between you that is interviewing me, the difference between you and madman is because of brain. The way your hand is functioning, that's the way the hand of madman is functioning. The way your leg is functioning, the same way madman. But the difference is the brain. The brain of madman is malfunctioning. While your own brain is intact. That's why you can interview me. If the head is okay, the whole body will adjust. It's because of the head. The head is bad. It's corrupt. That's why everybody now do whatever they like. Nobody checkmate anybody. The reason why many people are running out of Nigeria today is not because of the economy alone. I can tell you that 80% of what we eat in our body is chemical. It's poisonous. It's killing. Nobody's checkmating. Now that is nowhere to be found. The same way Dele Farotimi wrote in his book, he said, George are no more interpreting the law. They are interpreting money. Has it not come to play in the case of Rivers State, where Supreme Court interpret money? Did they interpret law? The answer is no. Because how will you tell me a 27 lawmaker defected from a party, no crisis, and you are pending that case? You are now saying that you reinstate them back to the National Assembly. So for me, that's to show that everything that Dele Farotimi wrote in that book, that Nigeria judiciary are interpreting money, they are no more interpreting law after the election in 2023, is true.
Let me say very thank you, but I don't know whether you have time to answer the other question, talking about the people estimated, or rather people who may lose their life and property in the event that this crisis escalates.
So I just told you that Nigerian politicians are self-centered. They don't care. It's just like President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. If everybody die, if it is 2 people that remain, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will be very appreciated to rule the 2 people. They just want to, everybody cannot be Jonathan. Remember, it is Jonathan that said that my ambition does not want any blood of any Nigerian. And he answered for Buhari. Then, if you can remember. But how many politicians will agree? They would rather allow blood to flow. And that is what is about to go down in Rivers State now. Because Fubara also is ready. That he said it, I watched it on channel. That is ready, whatever that will be the outcome, that he knows what is going to happen. That he is ready to pay dearly for it. So as I talk to you now, I pity the poor masses in Rivers State. Because they are going to suffer a lot. They are going to suffer a lot. So if you ask me, if I were President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you would have advised this weekend to share the sword and wait for 2027 elections.
So are you saying posterity will not forgive Wike in the event of escalation of this crisis?
Of course, even before now. Do you know how many people have swear for Wike? For how he maneuvered the election in 2023 because of his personal ambition in Rivers State? If you tell blind man that Tinubu win the Rivers State, the blind man will agree with you? So before now, even before he's doing all these things, are people happy for Wike? But these people are blood-sucking demons. They don't care if you like lay curse on them. But karma is real. They will definitely pay for it. It might not be today, it might be tomorrow.
Thank you very much for your time. The watchword is karma is real. They will definitely pay for it one day. This is a good place to let it go. This is Satellite Media and Samati.